100% had to choose one. I guess I would go with blind, is what I would rather be. Because especially because I have this thing with saying I love you and, like...
Hearing it?
Yeah. I mean, of course I want to see the person, but this just, like... I don't want to make it sound like I need to hear it. Like, oh god, I need to hear it. No, it's just... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Things are so much more vocal, and sound is much more important than what you see, I think. Yeah. But it is when our world is based around what we see, but emotions are more around what you hear in a way. It's kind of rare that you see a touching scene more than you hear it and feel it. Mm.
What is one thing you cannot live without?
Macaroni and cheese.
Internet. Yeah. What is your dream job?
I don't know. I don't think I was made to even have a dream job. Where no, maybe, I don't know. Because it would be, there's a lot of things that I do that would be nice to get paid for. Like, it'd be really neat to get paid to write, but I also feel like that takes some of the fun out of it, because then there's a pressure behind it. Mm. All of a sudden it's, I have to do this if I want to stay alive, or,
Yeah.
So it'd be one of those things where it'd be a dream job once I'm living comfortably and I'm not living to do that.
Paycheck.
Yeah.
Mine is to be a localization editor for a video game company. Specifically one of the big ones like Nintendo, Sony, etc., etc., etc. Who is the most famous person you have met?
I guess Steve Bloom. Well, probably not. Actually, I met the original guitarist of Black Sabbath.
Oh.
I can't remember who he even is, though. But I'm sure he's probably really huge with people who like Black Sabbath. Like, he's a bassist that, he's missing one finger or something.
Oh.
And I met him when I worked at I worked at a gas station on third shift.
Really?
Yeah, he walked in, and I didn't even know who it was until my coworker was like, "Didn't you know who the fuck that was?" No.
Oh.
He was like, "It was this guy," and I was like, "Oh, holy shit, that's neat."
I don't know who the most famous person I've met is. So I haven't really met any famous people.
Excuse me?
Well, that was something. What countries have you traveled to?
Canada.
Yeah, that's it for me too. Would you want to know when you'll die?
No.
Yeah. Have we ever checked like that other side?
Over here?
No, other side. Okay, there's nothing there.
Oh, I thought you meant like way over here. I was gonna say,
No.
yeah, there's nothing there.
I would not want to know when I'll die. What is your favorite hangout spot?
I don't know. I kind of just hang out at home.
Yeah, I guess my favorite hangout spot would be here, because this is where all the cool kids hang out.
At least the people I think are cool hang out here.
Yay! If you could live anywhere on Earth, where would you live?
Now, is it if I could live there,
Mm-hmm.
as in I would survive?
Yeah, if you could live anywhere on Earth.
Okay, never mind. There's, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Maybe I just don't know my stuff, but there's nothing I can think of that would like, I don't know.
It depends on who becomes president. If it's Trump, Canada. If it's anyone else, here's fine. What is one weird thing about you? Just one weird thing.
I'm really good at toning out every single thing around me to a point where I don't even know where I am.
I just had one. I completely forgot what it is.
That's weird.
Yeah, probably my amazing ability to forget things immediately. And probably the fact that I'm an English major, who, if you listen to me speak, you probably would have never guessed. Because I say things like monies and happies and sads. Like, I'm fully aware that I talk like an idiot half the time. But that's just the way I talk. How did you get your name? And do you know the meaning of your name?
I'm not sure where my... Actually not sure where either of my names came from. But I do know that Derek means famous ruler in some places. Whoops. Oh.
Either of your names?
My internet name?
Oh.
I actually got that off of... Actually, I don't know. I just kind of woke up and thought about that one. But the last name Winters, me and my friend who I know we've done some stuff with DC Desperado before. When we were in school together, we before our pen and paper role playing game days, we just make up characters and kind of like tell each other stories because we were weird. And we'd make up weapon lists to video games that we'd like to create someday. And my main character was going to be Zane Winters, but when I thought of the first name, I was like, what do I want the last name to be? And me and him pondered over it, and we're walking to our next class, and I seen a pack of Winterfresh on the ground. And I was like, Winters. As I also lived on Winterburn Road, I actually had an insane high tolerance to cold back then, which is hard to believe now. Because I'm so easily cold now. But... and ice has always been my favorite element.
Let's see here. My real name. My first name actually is an amalgamation of my aunt's name and my grandmother's name. So it doesn't really mean anything. It's just kind of those two names squished together. My middle name is actually a feminized version of my great-grandfather's name. So that's my real name. My online name, I am also a big fan of pen and paper RPGs, and it was actually Dungeons and Dragons I was playing. And Narrison's was actually the name of the second character I came up with. The first one is Anais Fawthorn. And I came up with Narrison's. I'm like, I want to play her. I have never actually played her in a pen and paper RPG, but she is one of the biggest just kind of characters in the world that is my head. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Yeah, neither do I. What are your 3 must-have smartphone apps?
Facebook, Reddit is fun, YouTube.
Yeah, those are my 3 too. If I wanted to be different, it would be probably Gmail.
Yeah, I suppose.
My alarm clock. And my music player. If you were asked to teach a class, what would you teach?
Yes. That's cool.
Oh, thank God. Now go throw it back in there.
I guess, well, a psychology class would be interesting. A video game course would be very interesting too.
It is. I would teach a vocab class and just make up words that sound like they might be real. just to mess with people. What would you do if you couldn't use the internet or watch TV for a month?